This is Channel 5, your official Bengals station. This is a News 5 halftime report.
And good evening, I'm Lauren Chesley. Welcome to the special halftime update. The Bengals are now losing to the Jets 10-3. In the news, President Bush is on his way home after his one-day summit with Soviet leader Gorbachev in Helsinki. After 7 hours of talks, the two superpower leaders are in agreement in condemning Iraq's invasion of Kuwait. Gorbachev emphasized the need for a political solution in the Persian Gulf. But both leaders presented a united front and agreed that such acts of aggression will not be tolerated. President Bush says he hopes to meet with Gorbachev again late this year or sometime early next year. In our area, some folks in Butler County are cleaning up today after a heavy storm blew through their community overnight, causing quite a bit of damage. Just take a look along Oxford-Trenton Road. Power lines were blown down, a boat and camper were overturned, trees were uprooted, and several homes were also damaged. Folks who live here say the storm felt like a tornado. Now, we checked with the National Weather Service, and they say showers and thunderstorms were in the forecast, and that's all we got, just a strong downpour. Well, history was made in Cincinnati today. The first ever Bengals kickoff parade made its way through the streets of downtown. The rain didn't put a damper on this big event. Thousands of people lined the streets to see the first annual parade to get the Bengals pumped up for a great season. Most of the people we had talked to had high hopes about today's game against the Jets.
Getting up. This is high. Bengals going to do it today. No doubt about it.
I'm psyched about it, and I hope they win. I know they will.
Cincinnati Bengals, yay! Who's going to beat them Bengals? Nobody!
Most of these fans told us they were taking in this Bengal parade, then heading down to the stadium to watch the game in person. And we'll be back with a look at what's in store for us from the weather tonight. Stay with us. We'll be right back. In sports, the Reds are now playing Game 3 in their series with the Dodgers out in Los Angeles. In the third inning, the score right now is Reds 2, Dodgers 3. Well, we'll take a quick check at our forecast now. The rain has moved out of our area. For tonight, we can expect mostly clear skies, but there will be some patchy dense fog towards sunrise. It should be good sleeping weather with a low tonight of about 63 degrees. And that's all of our time for now. The second half kickoff is coming up. We'll be back after the game and throughout the evening with news updates. Until then, have a great night. Good night.
Exclusive 24-hour news channel. This is a News 5 halftime report.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to News 5's halftime update. Well, the Reds just left for tomorrow's playoff game against the Pirates. We have a crew in Pittsburgh, and Jerry Springer takes a look at how the two cities compare in the showdown on the river.
Reds fans who make the trip to Pittsburgh for the playoffs will be struck by how similar the two towns are. Three Rivers Stadium, much like our own stadium, sits along the waterfront, towering over the riverboats that dot the water. It reminds me of the area around Sawyer Point Park. You look up and you see the beauty of the hills, similar to Price Hill and Mount Adams, and the warm, cozy feeling they provide.
And so all these things we have alike, the stadium and the river and the bridges and the riverboats and the rolling hills and the fountain and our newspapers, except their newspaper is wrong.
Of course, they don't know it yet. Pirate fans swear they're number one.
There's no doubt about it. The Pirates are going to win. I'm surprised they didn't sweep, but they'll take it in Pittsburgh.
I'm a Bucs fan this year. That's because they're going all the way.
I have tickets for the playoff games and the World Series when we get there.
So you can see, like us, they're confident, they've got spirit, they've got fan support. But that's where the similarity ends, because by the end of this week, only one city will go to the World Series. I'm Jerry Springer, offering condolences to Pittsburgh.
And News 5 will bring you live coverage all week long from Pittsburgh, starting tonight at 11. Other news now. House Speaker Thomas Foley is expecting lawmakers to come up with a budget plan later today or tomorrow. Government spending is at a standstill, and that has closed national parks all around the country because workers are on furlough. Well, Chris Wright's up next with the weather outlook. Stay with us. Chris joins us now to let us know what we can expect in the weather.
Some wet weather just ahead for the tri-state. Tonight, periods of rain and thunderstorms possible, a low at 61. And for tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms and possibly some heavy rain at times with a high at 72. So a couple of wet hours ahead for the tri-state.
Okay, that's all our time. Have a good afternoon.